silence. Say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. No one has signed up to address the board tonight, so we will adjourn this meeting and open our public hearing.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Glover. The next item on the agenda is for the board to hold a second preliminary hearing on the proposed bond project. Last meeting, Mr. Todd Armstrong gave a presentation at the September 8th meeting and went through all of the details. And at this time, as Mrs. Glover said, if anyone from the public would like to make public comment, you're welcome to come to the podium and do so.
So no one has come forward to speak. I'm going to close the public hearing so we can resume our board meeting. Next item, agenda item 5, consideration of routine business. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The routine business this evening includes approving the minutes of the school board meeting held on September 8, 2025, and approving the claims and signing the docket. I recommend the board approve the routine items as presented.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Mosby, seconded by Mr. Franz. Do we have any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 6, consideration of items, or I'll make it 7, consideration of items for board action. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The project resolution 2025-9 is required when a school corporation is planning to spend more than $1 million on a given facility or type of work. It contains the estimated hard and soft construction costs and the costs of issuance and establishes the total project cost. It also contains the estimated tax impact. I recommend the board approve project resolution 2025-9.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Baker. Do we have any discussion?
Did we get our net assessed value, Todd, that we were able to update those numbers yet?
They still do not have it completed.
Okay.
And just for the people in the audience tonight, Mr. Armstrong's presentation last month was about all of this, and so tonight we're just taking board action on all of those pieces. And if you want a summary, there's one in the back.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.2, consideration of preliminary determination resolution 2025-10.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The preliminary determination resolution 2025-10 is required when a school corporation is planning to finance more than a certain amount for a given project. It contains the total project cost, maximum annual payment and lease term, and other financial terms such as the estimated principal amount and tax impact. I recommend the board approve the preliminary determination resolution 2025-10.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mr. Mosby. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. 7.3, consider approving preliminary bond resolution 2025-11. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The preliminary bond resolution 2025-11 contains the project cost for the project, the maximum interest rate, and other financial terms such as the first interest payment date and maturity dates of the bonds, all with respect to the issuance of general obligation bonds. I recommend the board approve the preliminary bond resolution 2025-11.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Franz, seconded by Mrs. Wilhelmus. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. 7.4, consider approving declaration of official intent to reimburse expenditures resolution number 2025-12.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The next resolution is a reimbursement resolution relating to the financing of the construction project. This resolution permits the school corporation to reimburse itself from bond proceeds for any cash which it might spend on the project prior to the closing of the bonds. It is required by federal tax law in order to preserve the school corporation's ability to reimburse itself. I recommend the board approve the declaration of official intent to reimburse expenditures, Resolution 2025-12.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Mosby. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. 7.5, the official adoption of the 2026 budget, capital projects fund plan, bus replacement plan, and accompanying resolutions. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Assistant Superintendent Mr. Todd Armstrong presented information on the proposed 2026 budget, capital projects fund plan, and the bus replacement plan at the September 8, 2025 board meeting. I recommend the board approve the adoption of the 2026 budget, capital projects fund plan, bus replacement plan, and accompanying resolutions as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Eigner, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.6, approve a memorandum of agreement with Fort Hays State University. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Director of Human Resources, Dr. Doug Gresham, has brought to the board a memorandum of agreement between Warwick County School Corporation and Fort Hays State University for consideration and approval. The MOA outlines the agreement between the two entities for the purpose of undergraduate student teaching and observation. This MOA has been reviewed by Mr. Cliff Whitehead. I recommend the board approve the MOA with Fort Hays State University.
I had to look up where Fort Hays State University was.
Is that UD? Oh.
Oh, yeah? That's great.
Very good.
That's
There you go.
exciting to have interest from there to come back here and
Sure.
do some work. Motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Skinner, seconded by Mr. Franz.
The one of them.
Any discussion? Motion, okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. 7.7, approve a course addition. Dr. Redmond.
Director of Learning, Mr. Jason Fisher, is asking the board to approve the addition of the following high school course offering for the 26-25 school year, Introduction to Public Service. I recommend the board approve the course addition as presented.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Mosby, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.8, approve a memorandum of understanding with the University of Southern Indiana. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Director of Learning, Mr. Jason Fisher, has brought to the board a memorandum of understanding between Warwick County School Corporation and the University of Southern Indiana for consideration and approval. The MOU outlines the agreement between the two entities to provide opportunities for students to earn dual credit through the university's College Achievement Program. This MOU has been approved and reviewed by Mr. Cliff Whitehead and will include all 3 Warwick County high schools. I recommend the board approve the MOU with the University of Southern Indiana.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mr. Skinner. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.9, approve school improvement plans for 2025 through 2026. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. Director of Learning, Mr. Jason Fisher, has provided the school improvement plans for the 2025-2026 academic year for the board's consideration and approval. The school improvement plans have been reviewed, modified, and submitted by the school improvement plan committees of each school in Warwick County School Corporation. I recommend the board approve the 2025-2026 school improvement plans as presented.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion?
You know, the schools spend a lot of time on these plans. And I think the fact that our reading scores came in where 95% of our third graders can read is an example of the plans and the implementation of those plans and why public education is great value for the money.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.10, approved donations.
We have several donations tonight. At Elberfeld Elementary School, $600 from an anonymous donor for safety patrol items and student needs. At Newburgh Elementary School, a $1,580 donation from the Newburgh High School alumni to purchase items to benefit the school, such as educational resources, cell supplies, and recess equipment. At Warwick Education Center, $500 from the Boonville Firefighters, Local 4850, to be used for student needs. At Tecumseh High School, an $800 donation from the National FFA Foundation to be used for the Tecumseh High School FFA. And she noted that they are using that money, or will plan to use that money, toward travel expenses for students going to the national convention. For the Warwick County School Corporation Food and Nutrition Department, $2,000 from the Castle Cheer Parent Booster Club to help pay for past due lunch balances at Castle High School. At Warwick Pathways and Career Center, a $2,500 donation from Michael Lackey Skilled Labor Education Endowment. This donation will be used for certification fees in the electrical field, toolkits for graduates heading into the electrical field, and scholarships for students heading into the electrical field. And also at Warwick Pathways and Career Center, Lincoln Industries would like to donate a Cincinnati Milcron injection molding machine, 60-ton, valued at $2,000. This machine will be used for troubleshooting training in the industrial maintenance class and mold production in the precision machining class. I recommend the board approve all donations as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Mosby, seconded by Mr. Skinner. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 8, consideration of routes of personnel recommendations. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The Human Resource Office has the following business to bring before the board tonight. Agenda item 8.1, consideration of employment, certified staff. Dustin Minks, a temporary special education teacher at Chandler Elementary. Whitley Goodman, temporary English teacher at WEC. Non-certified staff, Lindsay Whitney and Kendra Murphy, program assistants at Logue Elementary. Caitlin Josie, 3.75-hour cafeteria position at Sharon Elementary. Brenda Powers, program assistant at WEC. Caitlin Phelps and Riley Todd, program assistants at Newburgh Elementary. Kayla Turner and Lakey Flores, program assistants at Boonville High School. Chelsea Selby, behavior consultant, and Steve Ruckman, program assistant at Castle North Middle School.
Motion to approve certified and non-certified staff. Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Franz, seconded by Mr. Eigner. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
I will abstain from this vote.
Okay, thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried with one abstention.
Thank you. Agenda item 8.2, leaves. Jeffrey Baker, Class B maintenance. Lisa Byers, Title I teacher at Yankeetown. Morgan Scales, program assistant at Logue. Kelsey St. Amour, part-time custodian at John H. Castle. Kara Payne, program assistant at Castle North. Hannah Morris, math teacher at Boonville High. Ashley Brugenschmidt, principal at Sharon Elementary. Michael Lindy, related arts specialist teacher at John H. Castle. Alexis Krantz, program assistant at Newburgh. Andrea Lasher, nursing teacher at WPCC. Cassandra Johnson, 5.0-hour cafeteria position. And Olivia Ballard, language arts teacher at Castle North.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Skinner, seconded by Mr. Eigner. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you very much. Agenda item 8.3, report of transfers. Madeline Ribley, program assistant at Logue Elementary School to program assistant at Boonville Middle School. Ashley Benner, 4.5-hour cafeteria position at Castle High to 6.5-hour cafeteria position at Castle High. And 8.4, resignations. Joel Ellen Whitaker, Program Assistant at Boonville High, resignation effective September 19, 2025. Brandy Bunch, Program Assistant at Boonville High, resignation effective September 19, 2025. Dorothy Doss, Program Assistant at Newburgh Elementary, resignation effective September 9, 2025. Dorothy Morris, Program Assistant at Logue Elementary, resignation effective September 22nd, 2025. And Victoria Arlington, Program Assistant at John H. Castle Elementary, resignation effective October 17, 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Gresham. Next, we have reports. Dr. Redmond.
We have 2 reports tonight, one of which is from Dr. Gresham, so he can just stay right there.
Thank you very much. At the September 8th, 2025 Personnel, Food and Nutrition and Custodial Committee, we covered mainly 2 items. One of the items discussed the required training. Certain employees are required to go through certain training on a certain schedule. So for instance, bloodborne pathogens is required of every employee every year. Child abuse and neglect is required of certain employees, certified employees, only when they're renewing their licenses, but it's required of all non-certified employees every other year. So we have come up with a schedule. There are 8 or 10 different required trainings that are on a rotating cycle. In addition, we discussed how the Indiana legislature changes and updates those requirements seemingly every other year. So we have to stay abreast of those changes and make sure that our employees are following the law with respect to those required trainings. The other topic that we discussed was about our CPI, which is what we call our nonviolent crisis intervention. That is now a state law, but we have been doing it for well over a decade here in Warwick County, requiring certain certified staff and non-certified staff to go through this nonviolent crisis intervention training. Some go through it once and make sure that they have the skills because they don't work with the populations necessarily that require it. But some have to keep their certification going. So every 3 years they have to go through these courses. We have our own trainers on staff. We currently have 3, and there have been different trainers that we've had during the past. They go to Indianapolis or Louisville or St. Louis, wherever, to receive the training. It starts out as a 4-day training, and then recertification requires 2 days. But we keep them certified so that they can train our people. And I also mentioned that in the opinion of many, including some of the insurance companies that we work with, CPI is considered the gold standard of nonviolent crisis intervention. So we feel like we're doing the best that we can for those populations.
Dr. Gresham, is there any cost to the staff to undergo those certifications or recertifications?
For the nonviolent crisis intervention, for the CPI, there's no cost to the staff,
Okay.
no cost at all.
I'm sorry, to the same point for Ms. Glover, when people are doing this training, are they compensated for their time?
The answer is yes and no. Well, yes, most of it takes place during the school day, during the
Okay.
school year. So we get substitutes for the teachers, substitutes if we can for the program assistants that have to go through this training. Sometimes we offer the training in the summertime, which is great because then they don't miss class time. And when they do, they receive the professional development stipend for that day.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, good.
Thank you. And our second report tonight will come from Mr. Armstrong.
Yes and yes.
He's back.
You know, 2 weeks ago, Mr. Mosby, you said for 1 year. I'm back 2 weeks later.
This is just a report, though, not a
Yes,
presentation.
this is
Just a
quick.
report.
Yeah, that's just a report.
It's just,
Just a report.
okay, so, since the last couple of weeks, we've punched out John H. Castle Elementary School. The classroom renovation or the additions, they're up and running, so the classrooms are being utilized. We have a CenterPoint rebate program project going on in 9 school locations. We've got 9 schools where we're replacing parking lot lights. 2 of those same schools, we're also getting light replacements in the hallways. CenterPoint's program is very, very strong in the rebate realm. We will spend less than 10% of the entire cost of the project to pay for all these light replacements. So that's ongoing right now. We have just completed the contact sensors at Boonville Middle School. So all their doors are now live and working to identify anytime any of the doors is left open or being opened. It sends signals or it sends messages to the emails, text messages. So that makes our sixth school complete. We have a whole bunch of projects that we're just starting to get underway. We're starting to plan for next year, so we've got restroom projects at Castle High School, Tecumseh High School, and Yankeetown. We've got roof projects at Boonville High School, Castle High School, Boonville Middle School, Castle North Middle School. We've got renovations, unit ventilator replacements, air handler replacements at a couple of different locations. We've got bleacher replacements at a couple locations. So we've just started entertaining all the things that we've got to do for next year. Transportation, this will be coming up in our next transportation committee meeting, during our next construction and transportation meeting. We've got a number of routes that are being doubled up on. Same driver driving both routes. They're primarily contractor routes, so we're beginning the process of having some discussions with the timeliness of the doubled up routes and how that applies to the contract and expectations. So that'll be something we're moving into in the next few weeks. And we received our new E-rate allocation, and so we've begun figuring out how we're going to apply our E-rate discount. So right now, our rate's 60%, 65%. So what that means is in the technology realm, if we spend $1 million, then 65% of it is covered under the E-rate funding, which means to get $1 million project done, we would spend $350,000. And we're allocated so much money every 5 years. And so we've got the new allocation. We're going to be replacing a number of switches that have reached end of life. They're not into service yet, but they'll be into service in 2026. We've got a whole lot of access points all around every building, so we're going to be replacing a number of those. Those are the little spaceship Frisbee-looking things that are in the ceilings all over the schools that provide internet to our Chromebooks and devices. We've also got a couple of controllers, so all those things will be going into the RFP for that from the technology side. So update on all three areas. Questions?
Got a question for you on the E-rate. It's a five-year allocation, and is it only on capital projects, or is it on annual service, like?
We get an annual service discount.
Okay, I
So
thought there was
that's
something.
different level of funding. So you get a discount, the same percentage is applied to the amount of money we spend for our actual internet service
Right.
that comes into the buildings for our lit fiber.
Okay,
So all of that, we get discounted at that percentage as well.
so it's both capital and
And,
annual
yes.
services are decided
Yes.
5 years moving forward then?
Well, yes.
Okay,
Simple answer is yes.
okay.
What else?
Thank you, Mr. Armstrong.
Okay.
Other board business.
Mr. Fisher, we do have a meeting, is that tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, at 11 o'clock at the admin, 9 o'clock at the admin office. Sorry, thank you. So it's
And-
tomorrow at 9. I'm sorry, so it's tomorrow at 9 at the admin office, student growth and learning. Yes.
And on Monday, October 13th, at 6:15 in this building, we'll have Personnel Committee meeting. And then the following morning at 7:30, at the admin building, we'll have the Construction and Technology Committee meeting. That's the 14th of October.
Thank you.
That's a big day, that's my birthday.
I had a question, and Dr. Redmond prompted it maybe just to, we had our conference, and at Indy, and you mentioned, hey, if we saw some things and we want to share, because sometimes I'll go to this,
Sure.
you know, there's a couple things I would like to share with the board. I'll try to email to you so you can, you know, put it together. I don't think it's time sensitive by any means, but I will say, this conference was a lot better.
It was.
Nothing against the previous years, it just, maybe the subject matter lined up or whatever, it was more relevant to what we've been doing or whatever. So I think this was a good one.
Yeah, it
So-
was good. So yes, just to reiterate, make sure, you know, some of the sessions, I was in some of those with some of you, but then, you know, at dinner, we talked about some of the other sessions, but I think maybe, especially that second day, a couple of you went to some things that had some good ideas that might be beneficial to our district. So just make sure, if we haven't had those conversations yet, to let me know so we can get our team on anything that we want and then share with the rest of the board as well.
That sounds good.
Thanks for that reminder.
Yep.
I want to congratulate Mrs. Wilhelmus for the Outstanding Boardmanship Award for Region 9.
Thank you.
Again,
Congrats.
thank you. And the board will next meet on October 13th at 7 o'clock here at Central Services. And if there's no other business, the meeting is adjourned.